Hey guys, Stephen China here. Now in this video I'm going to actually be showing you how to build a loyal following. So if you don't already know, if you want to have success with YouTube, you need to have a long-term strategy. So stick around and I'll show you how. Okay guys, so just going from what I was just saying, you want to think about how you're going to build an authority channel that's going to bring you tons of traffic, new subscribers and new sales with every video that you create. And you're going to want to create a following that will rave about you. So in order to create raving fans, you'll need to use these three principles. So create content that people love, and this may seem quite simple, but you want to focus on helping by solving and answering the questions and problems of your subscribers. I can tell you right now, no matter how I build my subscriber list or my email list, I make the most money when I focus on answering questions and solving problems and helping people get what they want before I ever get what I want. So you could do this by doing market research, doing some research on other people's channels, and seeing what kind of content they're creating. You could also go to local forums and see what people are having trouble with. You really want to create content that people are searching for and looking to solve a problem. So you want to really want to learn your niche inside out, to figure out what people are searching for and what kind of problems and solutions they're looking for, and then be the one who can give them that solution. Next, you want to be consistent. With everything I do in my marketing strategy, I get the best results when I'm consistent. I'm consistent with my overall message, I'm consistent with the content I create, and I'm consistent across the board with what I do. People like when people keep the same general overview of what they do. When you're going in 5 different directions, you're creating content on one subject, and then you're going to the far spectrum and creating content on another subject. You're not going to get very good results. But if you stay consistent with your marketing and the content that you create, you're going to get a much better result. Now, a common question I get is, well, how do I actually get subscribers? Well, the first thing to do is to ask them to subscribe. Whether you actually do that with creating call to actions, you can do that with annotations. So if you see the little bubble I have here in the video, in my videos I like to tell people to actually subscribe. So I'm giving them a call to action, I'm directing them, I'm telling them simply because I want them to subscribe. And I also tell them why they should subscribe. So the why would be because you're going to get updates to my newest videos and my newest content that I put up on a regular basis. I share content that I don't have anywhere else, or whatever your reason. You need to give somebody a reason why they should subscribe to your channel. And then obviously you can point them to hit the button in the top left corner to subscribe, or hit the annotation or the bubble. And then obviously, like I just said, tell them. So you have many different options, but you always want to direct people to what you want them to do. Most people will just watch the video and then they'll move on. So if you don't tell them to subscribe to your channel, they will not subscribe to your channel. But I get people that subscribe randomly because they just want to see updates. But most people are not thinking about stuff like that. So you need to point them in the direction of what you want them to do. The more subscribers you get, the better it is. The next one that will really help is by using annotations. I took a big image of the bubble, but you can create those as well. I will show you in another video, but it's very simple to implement actually. And you can create a little button, and as soon as they click on that annotation, they'll automatically subscribe to your channels. So you want to make sure that things are easy for them. So put it right there so they don't have to make any effort. And I know it's not very hard to scroll up and click subscribe, but if you want to make it easy for them, it's going to get you a lot more subscribers. Which reminds me, another thing is actually using your call to action. So whatever you want to do, even if you want to direct them to a landing page, you want to get them to do something. So you want to put thoughts in their head, like sometimes I've seen videos where people will be talking about different things and they use annotations to pop up around their head, like bubbles, as if they were thinking. So you can do a lot of really cool stuff with annotations, but the best thing you want to use annotations for is for your call to action. Also, use the YouTube subscriber widget. This is something that I recently implemented on my blog, and now that I'm focusing a lot more on YouTube, and bear in mind that I have several different channels, but that's my main focus now. I want to get some subscribers in every way I can, from my blog, from my marketing, from email. Everywhere you go, people are going to be pushed to subscribe to my channel. Now, the next thing is that you want to interact daily. This is something I've talked about before, but you're creating a community here and YouTube are looking for people that are active. So you want to subscribe to other people's channels, especially channels that are relevant to what you're actually teaching, sharing and creating content around. You'll also want to comment on these people's videos and not just commenting for the sake of it, but you're essentially networking at the same time. If you comment on somebody's channel often, after a while they start seeing you around. You can start considering creating strategic partnerships where you guys create courses together, you create content together, and you'll be able to bounce subscribers probably back and forth to each other. But that's the main purpose of leaving comments, being able to network. If you create really good comments and it's helpful, since it's related to the video, or you can even do video responses, if you can get them approved, it will get you subscribers and people come back to your channel. But my main purpose, if I were to do comments on other people's channels, is I want to network with leaders in my niche. So that way you can create programs and courses down the line. And not to mention, the bigger you get in this business, you want to create partnerships with other people that are like-minded anyway. Okay, create incentives. So people create contests where, for instance, they're promoting a course, but they'll give away an iPad and stuff like that for incentives to do certain things, to take action, right? And I realize that not everybody has $350 or $400 to invest in stuff like that to begin with, but in time you'll build up to that. But you can create other incentives. So just to give you an idea, you could create another course that you plan to charge for. But you can create incentives to get people to help you get subscribers, share your channel on their Facebook, or other social media platforms they use. If you get really creative, you will come up with some really good ideas of what you can do to incentivize people to help you get subscribers. The next thing is to use social media. One thing is to ask people on your blog, you know, when you reply to the comments and you tell them to subscribe to your channel to get updates. If you're doing more like a vlog and not necessarily writing the content, then you can just tell people underneath your videos to subscribe to your channel and to make sure they get the latest updates on your blog and your video content from YouTube. You can also ask people on your main Facebook account, Facebook page and Twitter, whatever medium you're using in your marketing, you should be pushing people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. And especially if you're really heavily going to focus on video marketing, because the bigger your subscriber base gets, the bigger your reach gets. You're going to be pulling in a lot more money once you build up to this subscriber base. And you're going to get people looking at your content, and that will really help your content to go viral much easier. Next, ask people on your email list. As you build the email list, especially if you're doing other marketing mediums besides YouTube, you're focusing on, say, forum marketing, paid traffic, or any other traffic generation method you're using, blogging, article writing, etc. But once you get people on your email list, you would push them to subscribe to your channel. And you can do this in the PS section, where after you put your name, you'll leave something like, PS, just to let you know, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel where I share some of my most valuable information, tips and tricks. So push people to your channel so they'll subscribe. And then also share on any other communities you're involved in. So if you're involved in forums in your niche, if you're in some other blog communities where you share your articles everywhere you're a member of and involved in your niche, try to push people to subscribe to your channel. If you use and leverage those communities that you're involved in, that will help you to get more subscribers. Alright, so that's it for this video. This is Steve from steveinchina.com, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment below. Thanks guys.